everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams come off tough losses a week ago and want to turn things back around today. It's the Vikings going up against the Broncos. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup. All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. They'll put left, two to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Third and long. It's Stafford. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And taken right on the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down, Denver. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first down, Stafford here. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering in the deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Stafford on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go now. Back it up, Philly. Here we go. Watch that ball.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third down and 5.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. I got you, 88. Over. Good.
Play clock winding down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Over. Here we go now. 3-9. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players and somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The Broncos going dime, 2x, and now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And coming out now, the Broncos. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go deep, and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. He's going to field this at the 4. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Now, check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. One receiver left, three to the right.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on second and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
Yeah, the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Stafford looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's got some space here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll cut, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge. and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's a first down for the Broncos.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sharif Floyd in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Patriot. Blue, landed. Leopard.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing to Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss of 5. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal.
Big 20. Here we go, lady.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. That's caught at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Marty. Check 3, check 3. Set. Green 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They bring the pressure, and this one's a duck. Returning, it's Benjamin. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Linval Joseph in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To throw now in his own end zone. He's got time. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Back to throw. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. What a spin. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's Stafford. He's going to let it go again, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And tough starting field position here.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for it. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll stick with the pass, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming. Yeah. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Right there.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been terrific so far.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. And quickly, they get to the line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing here, Stafford. Shaquille Barrett in there to record another sack. Their sixth of the afternoon. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Stafford now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there on third down for the Broncos. 61 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Stafford going to throw it. He's going to take another. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defense